Okay, guys, today is a very important day personal for me because today I wanna know, am I a real man or I'm not?
I have worried about the size of my penis.
Definitely now. Definitely now. Yes.
Three, two, one, go.
Oh my god. This is a good question. I like this one.
It's just a normal thing to be worried about. Like when
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It is not normal, okay? I have never worried about size of my penis, okay? Never. Never. Okay, never.
you're growing up, like you're like, am I normal? Like
I am normal. I am normal, okay? Don't worry about that.
I hate this. I guess like when I was younger, I was like, whoa, is this normal?
Right.
Is this not? But like, eventually I was like, nah, I'm fine. I feel like this whole conversation is just like bringing to my awareness how impressionable and like how much of our lives and our masculinity is defined by when we're kids. When everybody's like, oh, you gotta have a big dick, you gotta have a
Yeah, I have heard that a lot. That's true.
big dick, and all you see is like, only time you see a dick is on porn, and it's like
Yeah.
14 inches. Then it's like, well, mine doesn't look like that.
Uh, I'm sorry for you guys. I had different thoughts when I watched porn. Okay.
Yeah.
Then of course you're gonna like start thinking about it. Versus,
I don't think about that.
I'm actually changing my answer.
oh,
Agree. Uh, I would be there, guys. I would be right there.
I changed my mind because what he said was it made a lot of sense because I remember the first time I saw porno and I saw a black guy's penis. I was like, I'm not like that. As I got older, I perfected my craft. I've never had a problem with women. It has nothing to do with the penis. It's all about, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. You just love a woman, you embrace each other, and it's just, I've never had a problem with a woman.
I had no problem too. High five, dude.
Since then,
I think for younger guys, this is the concern that I'm realizing is like maybe if these discussions were more open about size and whatever, and that really over time it all becomes okay and it's fine, maybe that would help a lot.
Of course, no. Of course, no, guys. In my opinion, I think that the guy that I'm dating with has to pay for first date. Okay? That's my opinion. Don't judge me.
Three, two, one, go.
Yeah, this guy, he's right. I agree with him. Ah, he strongly agree. You know why? You know why? Can't tell a secret. Because he's gay.
I like the way the old school ways work. They did work, we just messed it up.
so that's important to you to like take that leadership role to be
Tradition.
to be like the breadwinner.
I'm the caretaker of society. I don't even like saying it this way. Once you give the woman the power, then you just demasculated yourself. I want to stick to what's made me happy. And my grandparents, my parents, I'm just going to stick with it because it works. It's not perfect, but it works.
Thank you.
Be a man, plain and simple.
I don't know. I think we're just getting in dangerous territory when we start talking about chivalry. At the end of the day, it's like, yo, baby, if you want to pay for this,
Baby.
it's like, there is no hierarchy here. Like, if you want to pay for this, and maybe next time I'm like, I just got a check, so I'll pay for it.
Wasn't this the first meal though? You
Yeah,
said?
the first one.
Okay. You only get one chance to make a first impression.
What does it matter if it's a girl or a
Okay.
guy? It's 2019.
Girl. Probably he's not a gay.
And your logic shouldn't be, like, no disrespect, like, oh, because my grandpa did it and it worked for him, then it works for me. If she's not gonna date me that second time because I didn't pay for her, I think I dodged a bullet.
I support the
Me Too movement. What the hell does that mean? Me Too movement. Okay, I'm going to guess. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Be real. Be real.
Agree with what?
At first, when I saw it, you know, and talking to my friends, and family, a lot of people in the South, they're like, these women should have spoke up a long time ago. And then I had to like step aside and really
Spoke up.
process it for myself
Interesting.
and be
Okay.
like, you know what? She didn't feel comfortable, and she wasn't in a society, in a place where it was acceptable for her to say anything about it. So now that they have the platform and the ability, I'm like, that's amazing. Speak your truth.
What do you tell a child who is accused of rape by a woman, has his whole life destroyed, and then people just go,
There's always going to be people that
I
take
have no
advantage of
clue,
it.
guys.
It's not going to be perfect. We're figuring it out as we go, but I think it's done more good than it's done bad.
I
And
think
for my-
I think we get to acknowledge the bad though. Like I think,
Yeah, of
like
course.
that's why I'm
course.
doing like this thing.
Yeah.
Is like for us to say like, oh, he did that to me, and all of a sudden now we've like vindicated that guy is like vilified. Like there is no chance of like him having a say in the conversation. And we
Trial
get to
by
have a
mob
conversation
is
every
not
time.
good. Like this mob mentality is bad. I
Yeah.
agree with that, but I don't think that's exclusive to the Me Too movement.
But we're using it right now to
Me
say,
too.
oh, that person is bad. Oh, fuck that person. There's no further conversations being happening. If it's a movement to say, yes, okay, this hierarchy we've created of men and women, which is a result of the way men are
Wait,
expected.
what?
Okay.
Here's the
this-
clue. Movement to say yes. Okay, guys. Found out. So, now here's explanation. Me Too movement. It's a movement where all people say yes. Thinks that's the case. If you agree with me, smash like, guys. High five.
This hierarchy we've created of men and women, which is a result of the way men are expected to act, that women are expected to act. Let's have those conversations and everything changes, and I'll be over there all fucking day.
Yeah, good for you. Toxic masculinity is overblown. And what does that mean? Oh, I hate that. Maybe toxic masculinity. It's definitely about gays. I'm sure about that. 100%.
Overblown.
Wait,
Who disagree? It means he's gay.
Overblown.
Oh, here's the guy. Welcome to the club, buddy. Okay, guys, I'm kidding. I'm not gay.
can you use a different word?
Yeah.
oh, that's the exact right word.
Yeah, I think I just somewhat agree that it's blown out of proportion because I think what happens with social media is a group of people
What happened with social media?
coin a term, and now we're all painted by it.
Like we are not in like a post, I don't know, like rape culture world, you know, like women are being catcalled every day. And so like men are still, I think, seen or experienced as like a predatory presence to women. So like that's why I just don't think it's like overblown. I think it's new.
If we were good men, there wouldn't be feminists. They wouldn't be attacking us. They wouldn't be hating us.
Good for you,
have
dude.
a lot of
I
guys
agree.
who don't want to commit to marriage.
He's leader.
You have a lot of
He's
guys who
leader.
catcall.
Highlight.
yes, men have become toxic. And once again, I have to be consistent with all my beliefs and all my morals. I'm very traditional.
I see what you're
Stop saying. You're saying too fancy words, okay?
saying,
I
but
didn't
the way
like that.
you're framing it, like this word moral is kind of
We don't know what that
confusing.
is anymore, though. That's
Well,
the
it's like it
problem.
sounds like you're saying like it's men's job to be like the moral compass of
Yes, men's are the compass. Yes.
society.
It is.
I think it's everyone's job.
It's everybody's, but if men want to coin themselves as the leaders, you have to hold up to the good and the bad.
That's part of the problem, though. Like that's what I think toxic masculinity, or it's putting too much pressure on yourself. I mean, it's very obvious that we're grappling with like the history and the damage of like what a world completely run by men does to us. That's why I think we're talking about toxic.
I didn't understand anything. Thank you. Thank you.
Masculinity.
I'm comfortable showing my emotions. Of course, no, guys. I'm a man. Recently, I lost my dog. His name was Booch. It was Black German Shepherd.
Comfortable showing my emotions.
And
2, 1, go.
real man. Cry babies, like girls.
It's been like harped upon me for years that like showing my emotions were bad. And like me trying not to be gay.
Yes, everyone tries not to be gay. Okay, everyone. That's normal thing.
I'm like, no, like I don't want to show these emotions because I'm not gay. I
It makes sense, dude. It makes sense.
can't be gay. Like I'm not supposed to be gay. Like the church tells me, my dad tells me, my mom tells me.
And that's really normal thing. Of course, yeah, my mom always says me not to be gay, okay? If your mom doesn't, that's weird. Everyone mom says that, okay? You're not supposed to be gay. And that's normal.
Everybody's telling me I'm not supposed to be gay. So like just understanding that at 25, now 26, like I'm over here like, okay, like,
Okay, he got that. He's not supposed to be gay. Yes, good for you.
oh, you're insecure. Okay, that's what that feels like. Oh, you're sad. That's what that feels like. I can now be aware of those things, but to show them to other people right now is like really hard for me.
I do feel like I'm very verbally like
Cry baby.
about my emotions with my wife, but I wouldn't agree completely because I'm not like that with anyone else. I mean, I just failed a college class and I was crying about it to my wife, but no one else at school saw me cry, you know? I specifically texted my wife, make sure the kids are asleep by the time I come home, because I just knew I was gonna be like, as soon as I stepped through that threshold to my house, I was just gonna let go and I didn't want them to see that. But like the next day I sat down and I had that conversation with them, like, hey, I just wanna let you guys know, you know, your dad didn't pass this class, and they're like, oh, are you okay? And I'm
Next
like, yeah,
time,
of course,
you
you know.
just
like,
cry in front of your kids, man. I remember like seeing my dad cry for the first time when his mom died, and I remember like imprinting that in my mind as like, wow, you know, like
Wow. Wow, dude. Your dad is superhero. That's impossible.
my dad can be.
That's can't cry. You're lying, okay? You're lying. That's impossible.
Upset, and that was like an important thing to witness.
It's reality, emotion.
Yeah, it's real.
I was raised by two parents that I never ever saw
I can assume that he's really tough guy.
cry. The effect that that had on me was by the time one of them passed away very suddenly, I didn't really seem to be affected at all.
So he cries. He's not tough guy. Because of you, dude, I lied to all my audience. Thank you.
So I've actually had to do a lot of therapy on that. This thing about masculinity not being able to show your emotions is very bad.
Yes. Bad. That's kinda good, you know? It would be weird if I would go like, you know, if someone would happen, you know, and my friend started crying. It would be really weird, you know? Like, I don't know, like he failed some exam or something. If he started crying, that's weird. I would like, hey dude, what's wrong with you?
It puts us backwards in society, and we need to be thinking about how to tap into our emotions in a healthy way together.
Thank you for sending your.
Oh no. I knew he's gay. I knew it. Ah, shit.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you. Great job, man.
You too. Nice hearing from you.
All right.
You're welcome, guys.
I'm actually the one who submitted the penis size question.
Okay, guys. If you like that video and if you're not gay, smash like and write something in comment or don't. Okay, see you tomorrow, guys.